If you spend a lot of time at your desk, the right gadgets can make a huge difference in both productivity and comfort. A well-equipped workspace isn't just about looking cool. It's about making your day easier, smoother, and more efficient. Today, I'm sharing my favorite workspace upgrades that have genuinely transformed the way I work. And a big thanks to Narwhal for sponsoring this video. Steve Jobs once found the perfect use for that tiny jeans pocket, storing an iPod. Well, I found mine for this tiny AI gadget I always keep within reach. The Claude Note Pen. This isn't just any voice recorder. It's AI-powered and truly smart. I reviewed their previous model before, which was already impressive. It could transcribe, summarize, and even create mind maps of everything you recorded, turning hours of audio into actionable notes. So, why is this new version my favorite? First, it's incredibly tiny and portable. Seriously, it can fit in the smallest pocket or even hang from a pendant. Second, they've added a ton of accessories. You can wear it as a bracelet, a pendant, or attach it magnetically to your clothes. There's even a clip to secure it anywhere. The gadget itself feels premium, almost like holding an Apple device. The software has improved too. Previously, it just transcribed and summarized your recordings. Now, you can ask AI follow-up questions about what you recorded. Personally, I use it for recording ideas, brainstorming sessions, and even long monologues without worrying about losing any data like you might with standard voice recording apps. The free subscription gives enough recording hours to last a full month, which is plenty for my workflow. Now, let's move on to displays. I've covered several external display solutions on my channel, laptops and desktops alike, but they all had some compromises. Some required sticking metal plates on your laptop. Others came with wobbly stands that made working frustrating. Today, I want to show something different. The Ace Magic X1, a 14-inch laptop with a built-in secondary screen. It also comes with Touch ID for fast, secure login. The dual-screen setup makes multitasking effortless. You can have Google Search on one side, a document on the other, or whatever combination fits your workflow. Unlike traditional external monitors, this secondary display is integrated, so portability isn't an issue if you're on Windows. The secondary screen has multiple modes: extend, mirror, or flip for presentations. If you don't need it, you can turn it off. The laptop also has two USB-C ports, one USB-A, and an HDMI port, covering most connectivity needs. There are a few drawbacks. Colors can be off, speakers are weak, and opening the laptop takes some effort. But as a budget-friendly dual-screen solution, it's surprisingly effective. Next up, power management. I picked up an outlet extender that expanded my setup from just 2 outlets to 5, including USB-A and USB-C ports. With 1,680 joule surge protection, it safeguards my devices against sudden power spikes. It's one of those gadgets you don't think about until you really need it, and then you wonder how you ever lived without it. For mobile power, I use the Anker Nano 10,000 mAh power bank. Not the cheapest option, but incredibly convenient. Its standout feature? It works both as a power bank and a wall charger. That means no extra cables or adapters on trips. It also has a built-in USB-C cable, plus an extra port to charge 2 devices simultaneously. I also love the Nightcore 10,000 mAh power bank. Its biggest advantage is how incredibly thin it is. Covered in carbon fiber plates, it looks and feels premium. With 2 ports, including USB-A, it's lightweight enough to slip into any pocket or bag without adding bulk. Another lifesaver is the battery base for the Amazon Echo Dot. Perfect if you want to place it somewhere without a nearby outlet, or just avoid a cable permanently sticking out. With its built-in battery, you can move the Echo Dot around the house, whether it's for music, smart home controls, or starting my robot vacuum. This small addition makes the Echo Dot far more versatile than I expected. Speaking of the robot vacuum, cleaning is one task I actively avoid, but the Narwhal Flow robot vacuum makes it almost enjoyable. It doesn't just sweep, it really cleans. I tested it with coffee spills, pet hair, and dust, and it handled everything effortlessly. Its mop uses warm water and cleaning solution with pressure and heat to remove stuck-on dirt. 16 nozzles rinse the mop in real time, keeping the floor clean without just smearing gunk around. Side brushes extend outward to reach edges and corners, picking up pet hair and long strands without tangling. Carpets are no problem either. Narwhal lifts the mop, switches to full suction, and runs 2 zigzag passes for deep cleaning. Obstacles? Over 200 types detected and avoided automatically. Chair legs, toys, cables. It navigates around them all. When finished, It returns to its smart base for a 4-step self-cleaning cycle, washing and drying the mop while killing bacteria. Honestly, this is one of the best productivity gadgets for your home or office. For productivity tracking, I have a simple timer. Each side has a preset time. You flip it, it starts counting down. When the timer's up, it beeps. I also experimented with custom timers, though having to recharge occasionally made it slightly less convenient. Still, seeing the visual countdown keeps me focused and prevents distractions, especially during deep work sessions. Phone storage filling up fast, cloud storage can get expensive. I use a magnetic SSD that attaches directly to my phone, letting me record PRORES videos straight onto it, bypassing internal storage. It also works as a regular SSD for computers. My model is 2 terabytes, but there are cheaper options starting at 500 gigabytes, making it easy to choose what fits your needs. For home storage, I rely on the TerraMaster F8 SSD, essentially a mini cloud server. It's a NAS, or network-attached storage, that stays connected to the internet. My model holds up to 8 SSDs, giving a maximum of 64 terabytes of storage. Lightweight and compact, it's easy to install drives and comes with heat sinks for heavy loads. The TerraMaster's 2's 6 operating system is user-friendly, with a file manager for uploads, downloads, backups, and sharing. You can customize access for different users and monitor SSD temperature, CPU usage, and memory usage. Speeds are excellent. A 3.8 gigabyte file downloads in 35 seconds and uploads in 56, even on my 1 gigabyte plan. Video editors can work directly on it as if it were a plugged-in SSD. Base price is $600, but fully equipped with SSDs, it can reach $5,000. Perfect for fast remote editing, though traditional HDDs still make sense for simple backups. Finally, let's talk desks and chairs. I use the FlexiSpot E6 standing desk with a slightly textured, large at 55 by 28 inches, and adjustable in height to fit my 6'4" frame. It feels stable and comfortable, though assembly is a bit involved. You'll need a power drill for the desktop chair. The FlexiSpot chair is a pleasant surprise. Adjustable armrests, sliding seat, lumbar support, and a moderately firm cushion strike a good balance between comfort and affordability. The backrest reclines fully, and an optional headrest is available, though it doesn't suit taller users like me. Charging setup is simple but effective. A 15-watt wireless charger works with non-MagSafe cases, charges phones in landscape mode, and has spots for AirPods and Apple Watch. Cable management is handled with mini holders and a simple headphone stand. Adhesive alone isn't enough. Screws are recommended for durability. For a little extra organization, I added a plastic monitor riser with a built-in drawer, phone slot, and adjustable height. Attaching a mini cable holder to it makes charging and workflow seamless. These gadgets and workspace upgrades may seem small individually, but together they create a setup that's smarter, more efficient, and enjoyable to work at. If you want links or to check any of these out, I've dropped everything in the description below.